Welcome back to the lab, y'all. It is your old Professor Pilk, and once again we are back talking about the new Ditto raids. Now I got my Ditto raid right here, and I'm going to show you guys tonight how to absolutely knock these out of the park. These are going to be so incredibly easy with this method that I'm going to show you. A lot of people I've been seeing really overthink this event, and there's one key strategy here. Now, first of all, if you want to find your Ditto raid, remember, they're all different Tera types. They're all different types. So as we zoom in here, let me actually step away from this raid a little bit so you can kind of see it. On the map here, when you go into see a raid, it's going to be whatever Tera type it is, but it's going to be all sparkly and stuff like this. It's not going to be a 6-star raid, which is, or the 7-star raid even, which is, dark and iridescent. This is just going to kind of be the normal color, but sparkly. Remember, these are like 5-star raids. So, but the little shimmer on it is what is going to tell you that it's a featured raid. Now, the easiest method here, when you're going to go into this raid, number one, you want to prepare for this raid. And to prepare for this raid, you need to go to the lowest level body of water you can get to and find yourself a Magikarp. That's right, a level, well, mine's level 4, but a level 1 or equivalent Magikarp is really going to handle this raid for you. It's going to make it stupid easy. So, why is that? Well, remember, when we go into the raid here, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and challenge alone, Ditto is automatically going to copy whatever specs are on your Pokemon that you're bringing in. So if you bring in, like, a crazy level 100 Raidmon that you've gotten, from one of the more recent raids, then obviously that's not going to work out. I apologize, I am green screening out once again. I thought a gray shirt would be fine, but apparently it's just close enough to my green screen to make the whole process upset. So check this out. So it is a Psychic type, but that's really not going to matter. Because what it's going to do is it's going to copy the stats from my level 4 Magikarp. So here we go. Boom. And it really doesn't matter what happens now, because they're going to absolutely annihilate it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do Splash. Doesn't really matter. It's going to do absolutely nothing. But that's also the only move that the Raidmon is going to have. So, in essence, what they're going to do is they're just going to go in here and just wipe them out. So, let's go ahead and let this go through. Now, obviously, if you do this as a raid event with a bunch of random people, it's going to go insanely faster. So in this weird circumstance, I'm going to say go ahead and we're going to back out of this. And you want to do this on a public raid event. You definitely don't want to do this with the Typemon they're bringing in. So let's just go ahead and start a public raid event. So we've got some participants. It was down to the wire on this one. But we got some participants, so this should be real quick. This should be really, really easy. Let's see how they all do. Now, honestly, it doesn't matter. Like, they can bring pretty much anything here. It could have, obviously having type advantage would be really advantageous here, but it really shouldn't matter. So long as they can kind of build themselves up. It's not like Ditto can do anything to him. He's just going to do Splash the whole time. So, yeah, let's just see what happens here. So I'm going to just Splash. Boom, look at that. One shot, and we're done with the one mod that I didn't think was going to do much of anything. There you guys go. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. And then go ahead and catch this Pokemon. Now, doesn't matter what ball you use or anything like that. I would say just go buy a bunch of base level Pokeballs, or even like a Premier Ball or something like that. I mean, don't buy Premier Ball, but throw them in a Premier Ball. Because it really doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you're only using this Ditto for breeding purposes. That is it. That is the only reason. Now, I honestly don't know if shinies can drop, but shiny rates and raids are pretty rare. So we got some good rewards here, but that's not really what we're after. Let's go check out the stats in this Ditto and see what we got. He's probably going to be a 5 IV. I don't know if a 6 IV can drop or not. If you want to know more about what IVs are and all that, check out the previous video that we did on what this raid is about. But in essence, there we go. I'm not even going to give him a nickname. Okay, let's go check this guy out. Now, I want to go into, not that screen, I want to go into this screen. It makes it a little tiny bit of a difference here. But looks like we got a 5 IV Ditto, so special defense is decent. That means that if I was using my Samurott here, I have a chance of special defense and maybe even one other stat being not best. Though you could have up to 5 or 6 stats at best. In most circumstances, you'll have 4 to 5. So while this isn't the best, it definitely is way better than any other situation you would have had, generally speaking, in the wild. Now, as far as Masuda Ditto goes, since this is now live, the main thing you want to do is you want to start going up in here. And when you get just a mainline Ditto, go to the Poke Portal, go to Link Trade, and set your link code 4448, 4448, and begin the search. Okay, now I'm going to throw out this 5 IV Ditto, and I'm going to see what I get back. Now, I could get kind of a questionable Ditto back, and I kind of honestly expect that at this stage of the game, but hopefully by the weekend, word gets out enough that people start trading these really good Dittos. So let's go ahead and trade this here. Okay, let's check the other Pokemon summary, and it looks like that is an English Ditto. Oh, no, Spanish. That's Spanish EU, so let's go ahead and trade it. So the Spanish EU Ditto would actually be perfect for the Masuda method. That's the, obviously, any kind of foreign Ditto will do the job. So here we go with the trade. Now, in essence, essentially, what we're doing is we're just looking to trade a like Ditto for another like Ditto. So hopefully this is another 5 IV Ditto that they got through the Tera Raid. If not, it's not a huge deal for me. I could just go back and do the raid. And I'm going to show you guys a method here in a second that you can actually use to just continually do this raid over and over and over again. So, see? Perfect. That is another 5 IV Ditto. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what we need in the trading system right now. So, that person got a foreign Ditto. I got a foreign Ditto. This is absolutely immaculate. And now, assuming I didn't have another Masuda Ditto, assuming I didn't have like a Japanese Ditto or Italian Ditto or what, like I've got several different foreign Dittos now. But now, I actually have, we got to do it through the other screen. There we go. But now, I have a Spanish Ditto. That's 5 IV that we can just throw around out here and use for our breeding purposes. Now, obviously, I don't necessarily need it, so I'm actually going to throw it out to one of my friends here that they can then use it. But that is the process in general. Now, here's the deal, guys. I get it. There is going to be quite a few people out there that are going to want to farm Dittos and are going to want to look for a 6 IV Ditto. I don't know if one will actually drop. I don't know if that's even possible. But if you really want to go after this, if you want to do this multiple times a day, let me show you a little trick here. Now, first of all, first thing you want to do is drop offline. Okay? Disconnect from the internet. You do not want to be online when you do this method, just for various purposes. Once again, I'm fairly certain, and I've talked about it before, this is likely against TOS. But, that is don't ask, don't tell type situation, I suppose, as I put this video out on the internet. But go ahead and save your game. Create a save point. Excellent. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go out here. Okay. We're going to go down here to System Settings. Okay. You're going to go all the way down here to System, Date and Time. And we're going to turn off clock synchronization. And I'm going to set this to tomorrow. And I have come to the realization that setting this to 12:01 a.m. will prevent us from having to restart the game. This says the outbreaks of mass outbreaks are occurring, outbreaks have changed. Essentially, this is tricking the game into thinking it is now midnight. So, look at that. Looks like this is my other raid. So let's set this as the destination, and let's go check this out. So here we are at our next raid. And of course, we have a, if I can hit the right button, 5-star Ditto. Now, this will probably be a 5 IV. Again, I don't know if a 6 IV will drop, but I'm going to try this a few times. If I do wind up getting a 6 IV, I'll actually drop an updated video to this and give you guys some information on it. But, same with if there's a shiny, but that's highly unlikely. I don't know if the raid is shiny locked. I don't believe it is, but it just happens to be what it be. But I'm going to run this a few times a day and see if I can get a 6 IV. Once again, no promises on that one, guys. They did say that 5 was about the best you can get. So, hopefully this helps you guys out. Hopefully that you can take away from this and share it out so that people now know this is the quick and easy way to guarantee that you get the Ditto you need for your breeding process. I'll be back with more, and don't forget, Samurot's also live too, so you can actually go find your 7-star Samurott as well. But fingers crossed, guys. Good luck out there. Share this out. Make sure you guys get your Masuda Ditto as well. Don't forget that process for the link trade, and code 4448 will ensure that if not one of the better Dittos, then you can at least trade up, and eventually maybe people will, by the end of the weekend, people will only be trading those really solid Dittos there. I'm going to release most of mine just so we don't have any more flooding the plane, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. Like, comment, share, guys. I'll be back with more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for you guys really soon, and maybe even some more other Pokemon games coming up here really soon. We might have something really fun coming up, so make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time with more just general Pokemon.